Hey guys, good evening. It is John C. Morley here, serial entrepreneur. It is so great to be with you tonight. It is September 27th, 2024. It's a Friday night. And incidentally, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not sure if you know this, but it is the last Friday in September 2024. So whether you're with me at 11:48 p.m., 11:48 a.m., 3 a.m., 3 p.m., 6 a.m., 6 p.m., doesn't really matter. Thank you so much for being here and making inspirations for your life a daily part of your day or night. Now, you know the whole master topic ends today, right? The one we've been starting with. So the master topic we've been talking about is why life is like music. You know, a lot of things can be compared, especially life and music. And when we compare life and music, it's like we learn about all these cool things that can help us and others become better versions of themselves. All right, so let's dive right into tonight's episode because I'm really anxious to share this with you and to wrap up this whole wonderful week. So, we're going to unlock your potential and we're going to navigate harmony, crescendos, legacy, and a celebration. So, welcome back to everyone to Inspirations for Your Life. And as I said, we're going to dive deep into those intricate levels of dance that life gives us, exploring how harmony and discord and crescendos and decrescendos, legacy and impact, as well as celebration and reflection, will shape our journey in life. Now, life is a beautiful composition of highs and lows, just like music is, where challenges lead to growth and moments of joy remind us to pause and appreciate our progress. Join me as we talk about this. But before we do that, I'm going to invite you to get yourself maybe a favorite beverage or a snack or what have you. You know, I get a lot of people that tune in for like 30 seconds or 40 seconds. And then when they hear that it's going to be too complicated, they tune out because they just think they're looking for something like a quick answer, but they don't necessarily want to embrace truth. All right, guys. So first part of tonight is harmony and discord. So we talked about harmony before because harmony is all about, things that complement each other. Discord are things that don't go well together. For example, would you put spaghetti and peanut butter together? Probably not. Or would you put fish with, I'm going to say grape jelly? Probably not. All right. So balance in life. That's where we get harmony. And so while discord challenges us, it allows us to create a growth through some type of conflict. Now, in this first umbrella, which is harmony and discord, we're going to talk about emotional awareness. And a lot of things in our life are already there, but we're just not emotionally aware and connected to them. So being aware, being present is the first step to harmony and discord arrangements. So when you think about that, be aware of the situation. Don't judge it, but how do you feel at the current moment? Collaborative spaces, harmony, teamwork, right? Whether it's on the football field, baseball field, whether it's in the gym or it's at a track meet. Harmony and teamwork is vital. Well-managed discord can inspire innovation solutions. People that are locked into believing something a certain way, but they don't get the freedom to actually express what's on their mind will really set them back quite a bit because it says to the human psyche that, hey, I'm not worth anything. Like nothing I ever come up with is ever going to go anywhere. And that's a bad message to send anybody. So it's important that we embrace harmony and discord and that we do it in a way that allows us to be aware of our surroundings. Now, when we discord, I don't mean that we yell or we scream at people. By discord, I mean that we have the right to agree to disagree. Okay, it's a gentleman's disagreement. That's all. Healthy conflict is important. Constructive disagreement, which is why I like to say agree to disagree, strengthens friendships, relationships, okay? And it allows us to foster resilience and a unique type of understanding. All right, the next thing I want to talk about is crescendo and decrescendo. So you might be saying, hey, John, what the heck is a crescendo. All right, so we're getting into music again, as you know. So a crescendo in music is a gradual increase. A decrescendo is a gradual decrease. Okay. Um, if I wanted to, let's say, uh, raise the volume a little bit at a time, that would be a crescendo, right? Um, a gradual increase in volume of a musical passage is a crescendo. We have crescendos on the piano and all kinds of different instruments because what they do is they allow us to become present. If you're ever watching a movie or maybe you're listening to something on the radio or your iPhone or any other type of social media, we notice that what we've got is one thing. And then it's important that we change our tone, that we keep the vocal variety different so we don't put people to sleep, right? You ever gone to one of those presentations like, oh my gosh, when's this guy ever going to finish? How long is this presentation supposed to be? 3.5 hours? Oh my gosh, we've only been here 30 minutes. This is going to be hell. So you get my point, right? All right. So crescendo and decrescendos are very important to music. Even in a good movie, like dun 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 dun, dun, right? They build us up. They build our emotion up. Also, we get crescendos on roller coasters, right? And decrescendos. Now, the thing is, on a roller coaster, they're not always very gradual. So, what is a rapid crescendo? If we had to think about a rapid crescendo, so a rapid crescendo is one that goes very, very fast. Okay, a crescendo is one that is gradual. So when we play music and we kind of like hear the tones, the pitches, the frequencies, and we also start to notice the lyrics and also the harmony and how that has a nice crescendo into the bass or into the altos or into the chorus, whatever it is. It just has a nice effect on us and we're able to pay attention. All right. Decrescendos take us down. So they're important to have those. So when we act in life, it's important to do it as a crescendo and a decrescendo because when we step off, I'm going to use sailing for an example. Okay. So when you sail, if you just, first let me tell you about sailing. So I sailed competitively for many years. The back of the boat is one part. You have the side of the boat and you have the front of the boat, right? So you have the bow of the boat, okay? And you have the stern of the boat. If I had to ask you, what is the stern of the boat? Does anybody know what the stern of the boat is? So the stern of the boat, okay, if we were going to think about terms of how a boat is done, you basically have the bow of the boat, which is the front. You have the stern, which is the back. So you have the port side, which is the left side of the boat, which is the center of the left, and the right side of the boat is the starboard. Starboard always has the right of way. So when we're thinking about sailing, sailing has a unique concept in that it gets propelled forward by wind. If there's no wind, we can't go anywhere. So let's think about the boat and let's pretend right now that the wind was coming directly at us at the point of the boat, right at the bow, right at the tip. What direction would the boat be going? How would it be moving? It wouldn't, because the sail would be like this. The boat would be in irons and we wouldn't be going anywhere. It might be rocking a lot, but we wouldn't go anywhere. If the wind hits the side of the boat, either side, the sail should be drawn in, okay, about halfway out. And then we would be basically reaching. If the wind hits the back of the boat, we would let the sail all the way out and we'd be running. Incidentally, when the sail is all the way out, we would have the dagger, the centerboard, just about all the way up. And when it's hitting the side of the boat, we would have the center dagger board about maybe a quarter of the way up. If the wind now changes just a little bit and hits the side to either the left of the bow or the right, okay, just a little bit off the point, now we're able to get wind into our sail. We pull the sail in tight, not too tight, and then we kind of hike up, putting our butt out, and then we kind of lean back. And what we do is we balance our weight, and then we take the tiller, okay, the extension part, which is connected to the rudder. And what we do is we take the tiller, and we slowly push it toward the sail until it starts to luff just a tiny bit. And then we pull back just a tiny bit. And so if you pull back too much, that's no good. If you push up too much, you're going to be luffing. So it's a crescendo. The correct way to sail is crescendoing your movements to be very gradual and gentle. There's so many things that require us to be very easygoing, like modeling. If you're building something, or maybe you're playing like Jenga, right? You've got to be very careful, very steady, and you've got to do it in a very graceful manner, but very slowly, right? So we have crescendos. Crescendos are important with us in nature too, because they help us to connect to parts of us that we didn't know existed. All right, so crescendos are very important. Decrescendos are very important. And they help us mimic the ups and downs of life. They teach us to embrace change. And now what's really important when we think about change is we got to then build momentum. So crescendos are all about building gradual growth, okay? And this is crucial for achieving lasting success. If you try to grow too fast, well, you're going to fall. Then, of course, you have rest and retreat. Slow down. You ever heard the thing, slow down, you're moving too fast. You got to make the morning last. Yeah. So when you slow down, okay, it's a decrescendo. It's essential for the rejuvenation and the reflection of our mind and body. Then we have career milestones. We can compare crescendos to career highlights and decrescendos to moments of introspection, like, should I be doing this? Should I leave this company? Should I start my own company? Should I become an entrepreneur? Should I become a business owner? Should I become a serial entrepreneur? Should I open multiple companies? Do I have what it takes to do that? Am I disciplined enough? What about legacy and impact? So lasting impressions, our actions today shape the legacy we leave for tomorrow. Purpose-driven life is living with purpose and ensuring a meaningful impact on ourselves and others. Community influence, leaving a legacy within our communities, enriching lives and fostering connections. Inspiring others, ladies and gentlemen, is so very, very key in life. Of course, we want to inspire ourselves, but we want to make sure that we inspire others, okay? Positive impact creates a ripple effect, encouraging others to follow our lead, and then more people want to be supportive of what we do, and they want to stick to us like a magnet. All right. And of course, we want to think about celebration and reflection. Take some time. Acknowledge those milestones. Celebrate the achievements, even the small ones. Okay? The big ones are the small ones. As each part of that enriches our journey and propels us with the fuel we need to keep believing in ourselves and going forward. Now, growth through reflection is very positive. Reflection helps us to learn from both successes and challenges, right? We don't want to repeat doing the same thing over and over again. As Einstein says, that's insanity. Okay. So, future aspirations. Use reflection as a stepping stone for setting future promises and ensuring continuous growth. When we do something slowly, I'm going to use an example. Maybe you pulled your car in the garage. Maybe there might have been a time and you bumped into something, or it could have been a car in a lot, right? If we do something very slowly, okay, the impact will be a lot less, and probably a lot less damage. So when we move in crescendos, right, going one way, right, or going another way. So in music, we get louder and we get softer. But in life, we can have crescendos toward things like being more patient, being less patient, being anxious, being less anxious, right? And we could take a lot of those different attributes that we have. And as long as we move in and out of them, we kind of have that flow, we'll be okay. We don't want to stay too high. We don't want to stay too low. We want to have that flow back and forth. Even losing weight, ladies and gentlemen, I got to tell you, you guys know I was 250 pounds. I went down to 165. I'm still working to get to 150. Your metabolism is a life cycle. So you want to keep it as a balance. So sometimes you want to burn carbs, sometimes you want to burn fat. I always thought you wanted to burn fat 90% of the time. You don't. You want to burn carbs sometimes because you want to burn fat. So there's like a system. You want to have that ebb and that flow. All right, guys, I have had such a blast chatting with you guys this week about why life is like music. If you still don't believe me to agreeing why life is like music, watch some of the other episodes from the very beginning when we started. And we talked about a lot of things from tempos and rhythms. And I think when we start to get our groove, when we start to get our flow, all these things I'm talking to you about, they kick in naturally, whether it's our emotions, whether it's stress, whether it's confidence. When we get our flow, things naturally just happen. All right, guys, if you don't know who I am by now, I'm going to let you know. I am Mr. John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur. You know, it's been an amazing privilege, a pleasure, and honor to be with you on this fantastic, well, it's now into the wee hours of the morning. We're on September 28, 2024. It has been a pleasure being with you. I hope you'll like, love, and support all my great content. Do scan the QR code to go to believemeachieve.com. I'll catch you guys on another Inspirations for Your Life show or another tech show or another video that I put out. Either way, check things out. Remember, every Friday, we release Super Motivational Friday. And if you guys are wondering, hey, John, what did you release today? Well, I'm not going to give you the skinny on the whole thing, but I am going to tell you what it is because I want you to go back and I really want you to watch. You can go to believemeachieve.com. You can go to John C. Morley's Serial Entrepreneur's channel. And today's lesson was learning to be proactive. And I got inspired with that notion from John Maxwell. So I hope you guys have learned a lot. And I hope not only will you choose to appreciate music, but you'll understand that if you embrace music and everything it incorporates and you learn how music works and you apply that to your life, you will be successful. Have yourself a great rest of your evening or morning. I'll catch you guys real soon with a brand new master topic. Good night, everyone.